Let's discuss learning applications for the structure theme. Be sure to pause this video for as long as you need to complete the following questions. These learning application questions are not being graded and have been designed to have you reflect and internalize how you can improve structure as a coach for the benefit of your student athletes. Let's dive in. Grade yourself on the following scale for organization, consistency, and predictability. Where's the largest self perceived gap in your skill set or actions that could contribute to an overall increase in structure? Your Likert scales may look something like this, where you're higher in organization and predictability, but not quite as strong in consistency. They also may look something like this, where you consider yourself very consistent and predictable, but have some room to improve when it comes to organization. Identify the characteristic of structure where you may have the largest gap and outline 1 to 3 action items you could prioritize to improve that characteristic. Is it potentially to become more organized to enforce team policies more effectively? Or in the past, perhaps have you fallen victim to picking and choosing which policies you would like to enforce based on where you are in the season? Pause the video here to create your own reflections. Feeling good? Let's move on to the second learning application question. Conduct a brief audit of the structures you currently have in place and the methods used to effectively communicate said structure. What rules do you currently have in place? How are student athletes aware of these policies or rumors? What systems do you have in place to uphold and execute actions for said policies? And what external structures are in place to oversee your team policies? You may need to refer back to the best practices we discussed in the previous video, such as the team handbook, team meetings, parent meetings, orientations, a team website or Google Drive, or if there's hard copies available of your team handbook. Once again, feel free to pause this video while you complete this learning application question. Done that one too? All right, let's keep going. Your final learning application question. You just won a highly anticipated game against your conference rival on Friday, but on the following Tuesday morning, you found out your star player had failed their math midterm and neglected to share this information with you. Since you have a team policy that requires all students to have a C or greater in their courses, you unintentionally violated your own policy. When you approached the student athlete about the situation, they explained they were unaware of the grade policy. How would you communicate with your student athlete today? And what structures do you have in place to prevent this situation in the future? Take as long as you need with this one. Once you have completed all 3 learning application questions, we encourage you to refer back to them over time. You've actually just created your own best practices handbook.